Hi everyone. I hope that this is working. Let me know when you're here. Hello, can anyone hear me? If you can, then say hi in the comments, please. Oh, I think people are here. Okay, sorry about that little delay, guys. Hi, having a few technical difficulties here. Have had to move my location, and now I'm in a slightly less quiet place. Hi, everyone. Yeah, and I'm also now having to see there's people going by. I am now having to do this from my phone instead of my laptop, so it's all gone off to a swimming start. Okay, hi, welcome to our first Fire Choreo Live. Hi. Yay, everyone's ready. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. I've actually got makeup on today. I don't know about you guys, but thanks, John. But I have not worn any makeup for like 9 weeks, and I feel sensational. This is really weird, isn't it? No one being here. Okay, so I hope you've been enjoying the other lives. We've had Jasmine doing hair, which was amazing. I learnt Dutch braid from that, and I was like absolutely thrilled because I'm useless at hair. And we had Josie this morning doing some aerial conditioning, and that was really hard work. If you want a good fitness workout, then go and see that, because, well, I looked like a wizened tree stump by the end of it. So but yes, if you have been enjoying our lives, please, we would love it if you would support us by buying us a coffee. All of our classes are completely free. Obviously, if you're not in a situation to help us, then that is completely understandable. But if you would like to buy us a coffee, then that would be great. I think Vaughn is going to post the link in here somewhere. Oh, thank you. I do need makeup though. Honestly, if I'd come on camera without any, then you would have been like, ah! Okay, so yes, as I said before, I have had a few technical difficulties, so please bear with. I'm going to do the best that I can. So please be patient with any noise issues. It was really windy today, more windy than other days. So let me know if you can hear me okay. So can somebody type in the comments and just let me know if you can hear me? Nope, no one can hear me. Is anyone there? Oh, somebody said they love watching Jasmine, that's nice. Okay, so people are still commenting, so I'm going to go ahead and say that people can hear me. So this is a fire choreo class. Oh, Rosie, thank you. Hi, Rosie. This is a fire choreo class for fire professionals and for people that have movement ability, like circus people and variety acts. So this is not suitable for beginners. If you just want to watch just for fun, then go ahead. But people that will be taking this class should have an understanding of movement, and they should have an understanding of spinning already, because otherwise you might be a bit lost at sea. This is going to be an unlit class because it's just for training purposes, obviously. So I do recommend, if you are inside, then if you don't have a lot of space, then perhaps wrap your equipment. You can use old t-shirts and then use hair elastics to tie them on, or you can cling film them. It's not very good for the environment, so maybe not that. But if there's going to be issues of you hitting the ceiling and leaving a black soot mark, then wrap your stuff. This is going to be an intermediate level, so I've really tried to keep to the middle and tried to do things to please everyone. As you guys all know, spinning is such a personal thing. That sounds weird, but I think you probably know what I mean. Oh, thanks, Frank. It's you very quickly adapt your own style, and to try and learn somebody else's style for the first time can be really confusing. Ceiling filth. Yeah, and I can't tell you the amount of tops that I've ruined, nice tops, by getting a big soot mark or something. Like, luckily, I got a new pair of swords just before lockdown, and they're basically brand new. I only used them like twice, so I don't have that issue. But if yours are really filthy, then beware. Yeah, so I've tried to do something that's going to try and suit everyone, so it's not too much movement. So it's not too many steps either way. You're quite stationary the whole time in case you are doing this in a very small space. And there will hopefully be something for everyone to learn. So those of you that are really advanced spinners may find these spinning techniques really easy, but you might find choreo difficult. You know, your brain might not work that way. So you might be able to work on your choreo ability or a different performance style. Or if you come from a dance background or a musical theatre background, you might be excellent at retaining choreography, but you know, you might need a little bit of help with some spinning skills. So I think that there will be everything for everyone. I am doing this with short swords. If you have a pair of these, I would recommend using those because obviously that's what I've choreographed it for. But I did include in the post that you can use other props because obviously not everyone has everything. It needs to be something that is basically a stick shape. So you can use collapsible fans but not open them. You can use swinging torches. At pinch, you could use eating sticks. I think that would be quite hard because they're not weighty enough, but you could also use short staffs or batons, but obviously you'd only be thinking to use one end. But if you have short swords, I would recommend using those. I think that this will be I think long swords will be too long. Sorry, I'm gonna get all this chat out of the way first and then we can get going. What else do I need to say first? Oh yeah, so for example, if you're using collapsible, if you're using fans, I'm not going to open them. If you're using staff, then I won't be doing things that are double-ended. I'm basically not going to be using the features of certain props because I'm using short swords. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm sure you all know what I mean. Music-wise, Facebook tend to be the fun police, so I'm not going to play the song too many times. I'm gonna do it mostly to count. It's a moderate tempo song, so really theoretically you could transfer this choreo to a song of your choosing that's a similar tempo, but I'll let you know what song I've used. I think I'm gonna type it in the comments for you so that you can all go away now and find the song, and then at times throughout the lesson I will give you 2 minutes to go away, put the song on, and you can do it in your own space, because I can play it here and I think I will do once or twice, but it's going to be better for you guys if you're listening to it at home. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly put in the comments now the name of the song. It's on Spotify. I don't use Apple Music, so I don't know about that. But I assume it would be. And of course you can find it on YouTube. So let me just type that in. Now you've got the camera really close to my face. You're probably getting an absolutely delightful angle. Like, you know when old people go on FaceTime and they put it too close to their face. So this is the song. If you can see, I've just, under the name of the Fuel Girls, I've just put in, it's called Shotgun by Jade de la Fleur. And the choreo starts at about 30 seconds in. It specifically starts at 38 seconds, but if you go to 30 seconds, then you'll be able to pick it up from there. Okay, so I was going to teach this to you on my laptop, but I now do it on my phone, so I think that it will probably be mirrored back to you, the image. So if I am doing things with my right, this is in my right hand, Does that look to you guys like it's in my right hand or my left hand? I don't know, because laptops don't flip, but phones do. Anyway, I'm going to try and help you with which arm to do things with throughout. If you're right-handed, so it looks like it's in my left. Right, okay, interesting. So that's mirrored back to you. So I think that looks like it's in my left hand. Oh, so this will actually work, I think, because it will basically, but on our right side, but it's on your right side. Oh, perfect. So if it's on your right side, it looks to you like the left, but it would be your right side. So that actually works well. It's like we're doing it in a dance mirror. So I think that would actually work. Okay, great. So I'm going to show you this from lots of different angles, because obviously we're not in a studio, we don't have a mirror. So I'm going to do turning around so you can see it from all angles. And I'm basically just going to talk to you a lot the whole time. So I guess let's get cracking. So these are going to be, they're in my right hand. So I would say put it in your dominant hand. I'm going to teach it in the right, because obviously most people are right-handed. I am actually left-handed, but I guess if you're left-handed, then you may be good at doing both. I think because you naturally have to learn both as you're growing up. So just do it whichever way you feel comfortable. I'm not really too fussed about if you're facing the right direction, whatever time, anything like that. Just do whatever you want. So let's get going, shall we? So this is in my right hand. They're going to be crossed, and I'm going to grab them like this so that my wrist is on the top. I'm not putting my fingers in between. I'm just holding them a loose grip on the top. Now, I'm going to start yelling, by the way, because I had to go quite far away. So you are, let me just do this. So they're crossed in your right hand. They're going to be behind you, and your wrist is going to be facing away. So your wrist isn't facing towards you, it's facing away from you, behind your leg, like this. So your wrist is in between, and the swords are facing backwards. Now I'm just going to take my hoodie off so that you can get a clean line. So crossed in your right hand, behind your leg. I'm going to also offer modifications for if you're a man or if you identify as male, because a lot of this choreography is quite feminine, but we'll do that as we go along. So for those of you that identify as feminine and want to learn a feminine choreo, we're going to go hips to the right towards your swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your hand is coming up as you're doing that. The 5, 6 is quick, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then your swords are going to go 7 and 8. For the men, or for the masculine identifying of you, you're just going to go step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And so that bit of sword action, it's doing a loop down, around, and you're just going to do this sort of flick up, round in front of you to come back to the front. So if you think of it as like an 8, with the middle of the 8 is on your hip, the first bit of the 8 is behind you, and the cross is here, the second bit of the 8 is in front of you. So your wrist is away from you, and then your wrist is towards you. So if we put that together, that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. For the men, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just give me a thumbs up if everyone is with me so far. One person can't see me. How are the rest of you doing? Give me some, just like yes or no if you guys are okay, but I'm going to do that one more time for the people that can't see it. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Is everyone okay? Okay, great. Thanks, Richard. All right, so I'm going to carry on and then I'll go back over it. 7 and 8, so you're here. If you are doing the female version, sorry to use gender normative terms, but it's faster. If you would like to do the typically female version, then you're going to go lick 1, 2, play with the fire, 3, 4, 5, and then on 6, 7, 8, you're going to swoop down, 6, 7, 8, and they're going to be above you like this. One more time, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the masculine track, your feet are apart. You're going to bring your hand up and you're going to go 1, 2. You can curl your fingers and then play with the fire. 3, 4, 5, miss 6, step 7, 8. Okay, it seems like we're okay. I'm going to go through those again. For the female track, you've got your feet together. You've gone 7 and 8, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your hands are above you like that. I'm really short-sighted, by the way, so I'm kind of I'm squinting at the screen, that's why. For the masculine track, your feet are apart. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So your hands shoot across with the swords, come in with the foot, and go up above your head. They go 7 and 8. Let's try that all together from the beginning. So your swords are behind you. And you go 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to do the other version. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright guys, talk to me. Let me know how you're doing. Katie is a naughty possum. That is actually hilarious. Okay, everyone looks like they're alright so far. Let me know at any time if you want me to slow down. Because I'm just gonna kind of go until you guys stop me. I think everyone seems to be fine so far. Okay, so we're gonna move on. A naughty possum. That's really funny. That's really tickled me. Okay, so we've gone 7 and 8. Okay, so for this next section, you're gonna do it with both the swords in your hand, but I'm gonna teach it to you with one. So you can just put the other one down for now, just because it's easier. So everyone will be up like this with both the swords, both your props in one hand. I'm gonna come a bit further back. There we go, I think you can see me now. So you're gonna go behind your head for 2 counts. 1, 2. Bringing the sword in a circle behind your head and finishing in front. 1, 2. And it's basically going to be a series of rolls all around your body, but in one fluid motion. So it's going to go around your head, around your shoulder, down the bottom, behind, in front, back to your head. Just so you know. It's going to feel odd doing it slowly, but when it's fast, it'll make sense. So behind the head for 1, 2. And then going across your shoulder for another roll. 3, 4, down to the bottom. So your wrist is facing up at the sky. You're gonna go.
Alright.
Hi! No, you're sorry, I'm in my...
Not on fire today, no?
No! I don't know if you guys just heard that, but he just said, you're not on fire today, no? I've obviously got a reputation. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to the bottom. So your wrist is going to push your arm back up and it's going to do another roll behind you. 5, in front, 6, so let's do that all together. Back up the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to break that down for those of you that haven't done anything like that before. So for those of you that are fine, crack on, just have a practice. But let's break that down. So my wrist is going to let go of the sword and drop it behind my head. 1, 2, like this. One, 2, and then my arms coming over and round. 3, letting go again. That was letting go, letting my wrist drop. 3, 4, going down. My wrist is then going to push my arm back up and do another circle behind me. 5, in front, so that looks like this. 5, 6, in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then carrying on, my wrist is gonna turn upside down and I'm gonna do a circle above my head. 7, and then to finish, a circle below my head, sorry. 8. So that last bit is my wrist is turning upside down and I'm going 7, 8, 7, 8. 7, 8. Everybody is doing that, by the way, both tracks. So from the beginning of that section, it is your hand is up in the sky, you're going to let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, above, below, sorry. Okay, let's put that all together, shall we? I'm going to come back and read the comments in a second to see if any of you are struggling, or if you're not with me. So let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to do the feminine track, just so that the other people know. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to go behind your head. 1, 2, across, 3, down, behind, in front, above the head, below the head. All right. How did you guys get on just there? Let me know if you're okay. Can barely keep up, too busy looking at your triceps. Well, Josie Beth Davies of aerial conditioning fame has been helping me there, so but thank you. It looks like you guys are okay, because I think that you would have been telling me otherwise if you weren't. So we're just going to go for that again. I'm going to do the masculine identifying track this time around. Just say. Okay, great. Oh, thank you everyone. Thank you very much. This is very much an interactive process, so thank you for keeping on letting me know. Okay, so I'm going to do the masculine version this time. from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Behind your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We all okay? All right. Don't know why. It's just I feel like I should be able to see you all there talking back to me, but never mind. So you've gone above your head, behind your head, above your head, below your head, and I'm just going to finish off that little section with the final lot of 8 of the first bit. So the feminine identifying people are going to step over, and you're going to do a turn. Your swords are going to go above your head, and you're going to turn yourself around with your arm going out like this. So you're going to go ball change, round, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a step over. Propel yourself round, back to the front. Separate your swords. 5, 6, roll, 7, 8, all together. I'll just show you that roll in just a second. But for the masculine identifying track, we are going to go, you've gone, da, da. You can have your legs apart for this bit if you like. And then you're just going to go step will change round, but no arm out. And no, you don't lift your swords up, they're just coming round in front of you. So you would obviously keep them a nice distance from you, just so that if they were actually on fire, it's not going to get you in the face. So not here, just here. So you're going to go round, round, round. You're going to separate as well and roll 7, 8. So we should do this on Zoom so you have an audience. Yeah, actually, that would be really fun. I'd love to do a Zoom class. Just so that we're all clear. It might be obvious, but to those of you that can't quite see, that very last roll, your hands out, they're doing the same thing, but they're going away from your body. They're doing the same thing. And they're gonna go, you're gonna let go, and they're gonna roll behind you. It's easy if you do this with like a limp grip. Obviously like a grip that you're not gonna let go of it, but if you hold on, especially with swords, they're so bulky that, you know, you kind of end up doing this. So let go, have a loose finger grip, and you can just go whoop, whoop. So if I turn to the side, you can see that I'm going to go out, and it's going behind me and back up. Seven, 8. The other way, I'm going 7, 8. So they're doing the same thing, they're just going away from each other. Okay. All right. Damn, I'm on a roll today. Oh, good, I'm glad. So, everyone seems to be okay. Righty-ho, so I'm gonna go over that another time, one each version, and then I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes to have a go and work on whatever you want to, and then we're gonna try it with the music. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do it one more time for each track. So I'm going to do the feminine track first. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up. 6, 7, 8. Behind their head to the side. Down. Behind. In front. Above. Below. Go round. Separate 5, 6, roll 7, 8. Okay, and now for the other track. Back to the beginning. Legs apart. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick step and 7 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross 7 and 8. Behind their head. In front. and behind, in front, above, below. Go round, 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 round. Separate. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you've got 2 minutes to get a sip of water, to have a little practice, and I'm gonna see if I can get the song to play on my laptop. Oh, thanks, Josie. All right, guys, you've got 2 minutes, yeah? Let's see if I can get this to work. Oh, thank you. This is really nice to hear. Just sorry about the whole technological issue situation. I would have loved to be able to teach you this on my laptop like I was supposed to. Let me see if I can find that song. Alright, I'm going to try and play it on my speaker. And see if you guys can hear it that way. What am I holding there? This is a speaker. Is this what you mean? Otherwise, I'm holding short swords. Okay, guys, I am gonna see if I can demo this for you. What with the outside and all. I hope you can hear that. Oh, great. You like when I tell you what to do. Shotgun for two. You know what you got. Every day is Christmas. There ain't no conditions. Just physical. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that was the first version. I'm going to do it one more time for the other version, and then we are going to crack on. I'm not going to play the song. Hi, can I meet you? Yes, of course you can. You can wear my skin. No, that sounds really psychotic. Sometimes you are just too good friends with someone, do you know what I mean? I'm going to do this version again, sorry, the other version. Can't play it too many times, as I said, because Facebook are just the absolute fun police. So I'm just going to do it one more time to the music, and then we're going to move on. Getting a lot of visitors in the garden today. Okay, you just want to wear their friend's skin. Oh, that is hilarious. I just love you so much, I want to eat you. Okay, so I think that everyone should be fine up until now. Nobody's saying that they're having massive issues, so we're going to move on. So we would have just, I'm going to do this sat on the floor so you can see me better. We've just gone 7, 8. Now you're going to split time for 4. So you're just going to go, for those of you that know the move, I'm going to go to my right hand side first. So I'm going to go this way first. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But one of them is just going to pause because it's easier to transition into the next one. So that is da, 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 da. And I'm going to break that move down now. So I'm just going to put the other one down and just do it with 1. So if I move to the side, one of them, the right hand side one is going to tilt to the right hand side. It's going to go behind and in front. Behind and in front. So it's basically doing a figure of 8 and your shoulder is the middle of the 8. You can also, people think about things in different ways, so you can also think about it as being your wrist open and then your wrist down. Open, down. It just entirely depends on what works for your brain. So it could be that your wrist is pointing up to the sky and going back round and then going down and up. Or it could be that you're thinking about it as going behind you and then in front of you, behind you and then in front of you. What are people saying? If you sit a bit further, we can see the swords at your sides. Okay. Oh, Jordan, hi! How are you? Very exciting to see you here. Okay. I'm going to sit a bit further back. So one of them, the first one is going behind you, in front, behind, in front. The other one is doing the same thing. It's going in front of you, but it's going the same direction, but it's doing the reverse because you're going across you. Does that make sense? So you're going in front of you, behind you, in front of you, behind you. So your wrist is pointing downwards and then it's pointing upwards to the sky. It's going down and then it's pointing up to the sky. And when you put them together, it goes like this. I'm exaggerating my shoulders a lot now so that you can see, you get like a better idea, but obviously like the more comfortable that you get with it, the less you have to move with your shoulders, and actually it just comes from your wrists. So I'm going to do it from the side. Da, 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 da. So you're going 7, 8. Now your left one is going to switch and go the same way as your right hand. So it's going to go across you, behind you. Your fourth one, I don't know if you saw that there, but in order to make the next portion of the choreo as easy as possible, your right hand side is actually only going to do 3. It's going to freeze on the fourth one while your left hand catches up. That's going to look like this. Oh no, I just did that wrong, sorry. Oh, we all make mistakes. Like that. Did that make sense for everyone? So you've got 7 and 8 from the other bit of choreo, and then you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, I'm going to move on because I think I've broken that down quite a bit. Both your swords are going to carry on with the same looping kind of pattern, except that they're just changing direction again and they're going in towards you. So towards you, in front of you, away from you, behind you. That's towards you, in front of you, away from you, behind you. So from that 7 and 8, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, in front of you, behind you. In front of you, behind you. That's like this. In front of you, behind you. In front of you, behind you. in front of you, behind your back, drop your wrists down, 7, and it does this sort of like tucking up thing with your wrist. If you sort of flick, as if you're kind of going, trying to get something over, you are going flick. That was a great explanation. Going 7 and 8 in front of you, 8. So that all together is 7 and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of you, behind you, in front of you. So when you actually put it all together, it flows quite nicely and it's quite simple, but I think just on a video it messes with like the sort of depth perception, so it can be a bit odd to watch. Let's put that together from the 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. In front, behind, in front. Okay. I'm gonna put that all together with the stuff in the beginning now. Right, okay, so I think we were doing fine. So from the beginning, in your right hand, behind you. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lick 1, 2, feel the fire, 3, 4, 5, go down, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, above, below, go around your in a circle, separate the swords, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, in front, behind, in front. Okay. I think we're all doing okay. I'm not seeing anybody. At least if Love Island doesn't happen, we have you. I've actually never watched Love Island. Is that weird? When the swords are on the side, they're not really visible. Do you mean when I turn to the side? Alright, I'm going to try and just do that a couple more times through. So I'm going to do one run through of the feminine version, one run through of the masculine version, and then we're going to add on. So, actually I've just done the feminine version, so I'm going to do the masculine version. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, step 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, above, below, go round in a circle, separate the swords, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, in front, behind, in front. Okay. So, we never watched Love Island either. I don't get it, you know. I don't actually know what they do. I don't really understand. I mean, is it just like a bunch of people getting drunk and pretending to be in love with each other? Because I can't say that appeals to me, you know. So it's not, no, it's not weird at all. Okay, so I am going to presume that everyone's still with me, so I'm going to carry on. I'm just going to reiterate, for those of you that are amazing spinners, this probably will be quite easy for you. So I'm just, maybe you are going to work on, it summed it up, yeah. Don't we have enough of that in real life? People getting drunk and pretending to be in love with each other. I don't know if I want to watch that on telly, you know what I mean? Yeah, for those of you that are amazing spinners, you might be amazing spinners, but not so. You might get like a little bit flummoxed when something's in like a choreographed format. So, you know, if that's what's happening, that's totally okay. Likewise, if you're a dancer and you're getting flummoxed by not using your wrists in that way before, you're going to have plenty of time to go over this. Obviously, it's not just this class. I'm going to be doing it next week as well. If we don't get it finished, I'm going to be finishing it next week. And this is going to be up so you can keep practicing. I can also film it, just me doing the routine, and send it to anyone that needs. and also it's meant to be fun, so you know, don't get too hung up on the details. Okay, so moving on. Where did we get to? Oh yeah, 7, 8. So when you've done that last circle in front of you, you're going to go straight into the next move. So you're not going to do that last circle and then stop. It's just going to keep rolling. So once you actually get doing it, like when you get the flow, it feels really nice. So the next move, you've gone 8. Oh, sorry, there's a big gust of wind. Sorry if that is like over the microphone. So you're gonna do a circle in front of your legs and then behind, but with opposite arms. So my right arm is going to go in front of my body, my left arm is going to go behind. They're going opposite ways, so they're going to go like this. It looks really gammy when you do it slowly. So the front arm is flicking up and around. The back arm is driving backwards and flicking up, doing that same flick up and bring it in front, and they're swapping. So they're going like this. So I'm just going to do that for a while. I don't do it this many times in the choreo, don't worry. Just so for those of you that aren't familiar with that move can get used to it. So the impetus is on the up and up and up and up. And if you move your body, it actually really helps you get used to it. So you're going to do that twice, 1 and 2. On the third one, your left hand is just going to wait by your side. See, it's not working. Your working arm is your right one, because you went with your right hand first in front. So let's call that your working arm. So it goes 1 and 2. Your working arm carries on, does the same sort of movement, goes 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So it goes in front, behind the head and down. I'll do that again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. You repeat, but going the opposite way, so the left becomes. I'm going off to tell me that I haven't got long left. This turned deep really fast. That was so funny. So you've just gone 3 and 4 and then your left. Sorry, that made me laugh. And then your left is going to become your working arm, and it's going to go left, right, over and behind and down. So that goes, your wrist is on the top, goes up, behind your head and down. On the other side, it goes up, behind your head and down. So that altogether is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. For the men, you can do that with your legs apart, so that you can get a little bit more of like a swoop action going. For the femmes in you, you can do it with your feet together, so you can get some lovely hip action going. Okay, let's put that all together from 7 and 8. So after you've done all this business and you've turned around, you separate your swords and you go 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. In front, behind, behind, in front, go front. Oh, I mean right. And left and right, left and up, down. Let's do that again. So for the femmes, you're doing it with some like sexy hip action. For the masks, you're doing it with some legs apart, like you're going to be in a 90s boy band. Okay, so that is from 7 and 8. So is everyone ready? And 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, in front, behind, behind, in front. Keep going. And 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and. Do you see how it all kind of like rolls together? So let's do that from the beginning, and I'm going to do that once with the music from the beginning, and then I'm going to give you 2 minutes to go over it with your own music. I mean, I would if I could work my laptop. My voice, oh, I just turned it off. My voice is like a soothing tea. Some aromatic spice. Okay, so I'm going to do it once with the music on my end so that you can almost fall asleep. No, you're supposed to be awake. It's not good. I'm going to do it with the music, and then I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes so that you can do it with the music your end. All right. I hope you guys can hear it. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right guys, so I am going to give you 2 minutes so that you can have a practice with your own music. Go, starting now. I think all my neighbours are very intrigued as to what's going on. All right guys, so how long have you been on for? Right guys, so got 1 more minute. Oh, 53 minutes. Oh, thank you, Richard. So, okay, I'm going to quickly move on. When you guys are ready, you can start going again. I'm not going to finish the choreo today because we haven't got enough time, but I'm just going to go and do the next bit, and then we can pick it back up next week. So, we've just done split and up, and the other way, left in front, up and. So you're meeting with both your swords behind your legs, up to the sides. 7 and 8 and. You're going to do one of these, if you know what these are. 1, 2. Okay. So you're behind your legs, and so if you're doing the feminine version, you will have your feet together. So you're going to take a step out. 1, 2. If you're doing the masculine version, your feet will already be in second. That means apart, sorry. They'll be apart, and you just need to transfer your weight over to your right foot. So if you don't know what that move is, I'll just break it down for you. So you're basically doing a little, it makes this kind of shape. You know, like an and sign. It makes that sort of shape, but it's going your right hand is in front of you, your left hand is behind you, your swords are going to point down, then they're going to go round in a circle and come up the other way. So now your left hand will be in front and your right hand will be behind. You don't have to do such an exaggerated movement with your hips, but it just helps when I'm teaching you, and it helps when you're learning. If you're struggling to understand what that means, if you're struggling to understand what this move is, doing that with your hips kind of makes the swords do what you're doing. Does that make sense? And then you can get a feel for it. So you've gone here, the 7, 8. You're going to go 1 and 2. So you're facing towards your right side now. That's 1 and 2. You're going to miss 3. Come to in front of you, 4. So that's 1 and 2. Hold 3 and 4, crossing in front. Let's step a bit back. What's going on? All right, guys, I'm just going to quickly finish up because I think I'm running out of time. And oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I just saw that. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the coffee. So that goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I think I'm actually going to leave it there today because I think I'm about to run out of time, and we'll pick this back up next week. But I'm going to do it. Going off. I think I've got time to do this once more with the music, and then I'm going to say goodbye because I don't want to get cut off. If I do get cut off, sorry, that's awkward. And I'm just going to play it for you once. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Thank you, everyone. I'm such a geek, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it once more with the music, and then I'm going to quickly say goodbye because I don't want to get cut off. Okay. Okay. 6, 7, 8. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Alright guys. So I am just a bit worried that I'm going to get cut off, so I'm going to really quickly leave it there, but we're going to pick up next week. You're going to learn the rest of the choreo, and then I might even do a demo for you. I'm not sure about that yet. I might do a fire demo for you. But thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Sorry about all the technical difficulties throughout, but hopefully I'll get them ironed out for next time. I'm watching social media orange chocolate in my I love you too. Awesome. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Tune in tomorrow for Tita's lovely boat day. It's gonna be a relaxing Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Lots and lots of love. Bye.